How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Predator OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real Talk True Season. Got a couple of daily news to get involved into. First and foremost, I'm going to show you the video before I have my opinion. Take a look at this.
Apparently, it's a criminal offence to say the N-word.
Wait. Hold on. Let me ask a question. So you're trying to say that we can't... What? We can't...
None of us can we?
No. You're trying to say that we... Nigga, I can... I'm black, I can say it. Not we, there's no we. Can we not... I can... I am black. I am black.
You are?
Yeah.
People,
so I can say it.
People, generally, the wider public, get offended by certain words. If they complain...
That's their business. That's their business. You lot should have never given the word to us anyways. It's our words.
Yeah.
We can say it if we want to. It's not offensive to anyone. If anything, it's offensive to us. If you lot said it, it would be offensive to us, innit? But we can say it because we are black.
You would be surprised how many people take offence at that word.
What kind of people?
All sorts of people.
What people? What do you mean all sorts of people?
Generally walking past.
It don't matter. It does not matter. We can say it because we are black. We are black. We can say it. If we want to say, we can say it because we're black. It's not an offensive word. Like how's that an offence? For saying, make it make sense, officer.
So first and foremost, I'm going to jump straight into it and let you know my opinion. We've got to a stage in 2022. We don't need to say it, big man. So I hear what you're saying. Yeah, you're saying, oh, man can say it and you lot said it to us and that was back in the day and now we took the word back. But like I keep saying, like, we can't use a spade with a spade. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? She's saying, rah, big man, you lot don't like it. That's what she's saying. Oh, who do you mean by you lot? Yeah, you lot don't like it when we say the N-word. But it's funny how you're going to run around and keep saying the N-word, putting it in songs and don't like it when people say it. It's ignorant. You know what's there? I don't not feel like we should keep on this name. We know where it came from. It came from slavery. Man don't need to say it anymore. You know what's there? You can say black man, king, loving, blessings, brother, whatever you want to say. You don't need to say yo, my N. It doesn't need to be said. So that's first and foremost. I don't know why we are still talking about it. A lot of people's like, oh, but brother, it's our word and that's the way that we greet each other. Yeah, but we can find another way of greeting each other. My slime, rare. Everyone's coming up with different words. Why are we still using the N-word? Just wanted to jump on that topic. Now I can put that one to bed because I just think it's an absolutely joke that the fact that we are still sitting here and people don't understand why it's racist. People don't understand where the names come from. People don't understand that if our ancestors were looking at this right now, they'd be flipping in their flipping grave. Like rude boy. Man used to like lick me up and say, shut up, you N. What? And violate the thing. To only you now try and use the word time to go on like you're claiming it back. No, like let's just pull it to bed. And leave it alone. And no one don't need to say it at all. The same way that we don't need to say other words within Asian cultures or black cultures or Jewish cultures. We all know what to not say and what we're not to say. So why is it that N-words is allowed to be said? I don't care. What's you guys' thoughts anyway on that situation there? Do you believe that it's okay to say the N-word? Do you believe that it shouldn't be okay to say the N-word? And who is allowed to say the N-word? We're getting ignorant now. Oh, black people are the only allowed to say N-word. Do you feel like we should be saying it or we shouldn't be saying it? Next incidents that I want to get into right now. Boy, let's talk about the driving situation right now. The camera's already onto you guys right now for speeding. The bike list is getting all right to the way they got new camera. Do you know what? Furthermore, I'm going to show you first. Take a look at this.
And London.
This is for your phone. If you're messing around with your phone, this camera will catch you just above the camera side. This one, can you see it? It flashed at one of the cars. When another car goes past, it will flash. It's an LED flash. You can't tell properly. And you see this one right here. There's the warning signs. Goes up. Check this out. One camera looking for your phone, right there. Second camera looking for your phone, and the AINT'T camera, the silver one. And then there should be one more somewhere here. We saw.
So now they've got cameras to check to see if you're on your phone. Now, a part of me is a little bit like, no, do you know what? A lot of us, we need to stop doing certain things when we're in our car, not knowing that we're not being safe, whether it's checking notifications, whether it's texting. There's small little things where I get it. But when you've got your sat nav or when you've got like your playlist and certain things, they're going too far in the sense of when you can use your phone and how you can use your phone. When you've now made it like a sat nav, when you've now made it to a point where it kind of like Bluetooth so-called for calls. Now all of a sudden it seems like you can't have any calls. What do you guys think? Do you think it's fair that the government, they've said that they've changed certain laws, but they haven't even told us that there's going to be cameras out there, guys. So be careful. You're not going to be getting speeding tickets now. You're going to be getting phone tickets. You know what I'm saying? Getting 3 points for using your phone. Do you feel like this will make London a lot more safer? Or do you believe that right now it's just another way for the government to get money because it's a supply, because they've shut down all the roads? All the roads are 20 miles per hour anyway. So I don't know how fast anyone's going these days, but I do believe there's a part of safety to it. So for me, I do believe that it's good because some people are just watching their phones and doing a madness. I one time saw, and I'm not even naming a name, but I saw one of my brethren. Be honest, you know what? I saw one of my brethren, and man was watching YouTube music video, man was watching films and all that. I said, listen, big man, keep your eye on the road. So for them things, it makes sense. But for sat nav, for using your phone in the sense of Bluetooth, trying to connect to talk to people, or whether it's you playing music and all the rest of it, I don't know like, if they're going too far with it. But you got to be careful if you're trying to pick up your phone to see where you're going and everything. You could get a ticket. So that's that topic as well. You know what's there. Last but not least, you get me? Last but not least, Ed Sheeran, guys. We'll get me. We're talking about Ed. Ed's come out and said, raw, like, I went all the way to court. And do you know what? Big up to Ed anyway, in the sense of if that is the case and he went to court. Because like he said, so many people are so judgmental. And like I said, I do believe, just a little bit, I do believe that you benefit off certain cultures and you benefit off certain people in the sense of the way that the world is. If you're a bigger artist, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to get most of the tracks or you're going to get the most release and all the rest of it. And certain artists don't always get a look in. So in this case scenario, like he said, nothing happened. He didn't steal anything, but there is a lot of artists that do get their stuff taken. There's a lot of artists that are ghostwriting for loads of people and not getting the credit that they deserve, or even sometimes getting the credit on the actual music. Sometimes it's not about taking the verse or taking the sample or taking whatever. It's just about the credit to at least show some acknowledgement. So I'm not saying that Ed didn't do that, but here's what Ed had to say anyway. Take a look at this.
I've not really been able to say anything whilst it's been going on. Whilst we're obviously happy with the result, I feel like claims like this are way too common now and have become a culture where a claim is made with the idea that a settlement will be cheaper than taking it to court, even if there's no base for the claim. It's really damaging to the songwriting industry. There's only so many notes and very few chords used in pop music. Coincidence is bound to happen if 60,000 songs are being released every day on Spotify. That's 22 million songs a year, and there's only 12 notes that are available. I don't want to take anything away from the pain and hurt suffered from both sides of this case, but I just want to say I'm not an entity. I'm not a corporation. I'm a human being. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a son. Lawsuits are not a pleasant experience, and I hope with this ruling it means in the future baseless claims like this can be avoided. This really does have to end. Me, Johnny and Steve are very grateful for all the support sent to us by fellow songwriters over the last few weeks. Hopefully we can all get back to writing songs rather than having to prove that we can write them.
True what he's saying. He broke it down. He's like, listen, I'm just a normal guy. I'm not an entity. Basically, he was just trying to say, don't think that you man can come for my bacon because you think I'm Ed Sheeran. All right, Ed, I see you. That's what he said. Don't think you can come for my bacon, big man. Yeah, I went to court to prove to you guys that my teeth nothing. Yeah, so I'm in love in the shape of you. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. All right, Ed, that's yours still. What you guys think? Do you feel like these kind of things happen with the rap career, but in Ed Sheeran's hands, like he was in a sense of misled, in a sense of they thought that he actually did take something and he didn't? Do you, a lot of you lot feel like, no, do you know what? I still feel like he did take it. It does sound similar, and the jury just ruled him out and just ruled Ed Sheeran because it's probably Ed Sheeran and he had loads of lawyers to be able to pay for it and go through it? Or do you think it was actually genuine? What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.